Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. Pretty tough day in the market. It's coming down. SPY's at 2.10%. About an hour left. Facebook earnings. Lots to go over. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We're gonna go over the market, GameStop, options, the news. The GameStop news. Actual news from GameStop. What do you know? Big, sort of, not really, but it is exciting. Here's our Twitter at HappyMoneyYT. You can follow us on there. We have a Discord server as well. Link for that is in the description. Starting today just with the SPY. So Facebook had bad earnings and basically wiped out, I think it was like $250 billion came off of their market cap after hours. And as I was saying, when SPY is coming up, kind of finding some resistance at that 457, that fib level. And if Facebook did fine, then maybe we'd keep rallying. But since it brought SPY down, yeah, I flipped bearish on a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if the bounce is going to continue. Seems like that's maybe all the bounce we're going to get. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, if it finds support here and keeps ripping, we could do that. Just, you know, another just trading in bigger ranges, bigger zones. But earnings so far, the big tech mega caps finally are starting to come down with the rest of the market that's been down for months now. That's been propping up the SPY. You know, most charts since by November, they've just been down here from here, and then smaller cap, micro caps been down for basically all year. Has just been coming down. So big ones are left to fall, and we're starting to see it one by one. Netflix, now Facebook. After hours is Amazon. I don't have any plays on it, and maybe we'll open some up. We'll see. I did do a lot of option plays today. Actually opened up a lot of stuff. Big news for GameStop though is actually had a press release, which is anytime you get that from GameStop, it's a big deal. GameStop forms partnership with Immutable X. There's some interesting stuff about this. Partnership establishes an up to 100 million fund in Immutable X's IMX tokens, which the parties intend to use for grants to creators of non-fungible tokens, content, and technology. Immutable X will also become a layer 2 partner and platform for GameStop, the company's NFT marketplace. So the company hasn't really specifically mentioned an NFT marketplace. On their website, nft.gamestop.com, you know, you could sign up to be a creator, but I don't think they really specifically mentioned a marketplace until here. And it says that is expected to launch later this year. I kind of go back and forth. That seems like it could be further out than earnings, but I think we might see it launched, or the announcement, or yeah, it launched probably by earnings. So this is kind of interesting. In addition, the terms provide for Immutable X providing up to approximately 150 million in IMX tokens to GameStop upon the achievement of certain milestones. And actually there's a new, so look up here now. Oh, maybe you can't see that. Oh yeah, you can see it. So then now they have their own web page to sign up to help build it. We're calling on builders and creators to power the future of Web3 gaming. Apply for grant consideration. So I didn't do it, but yeah, they have that now. And I guess it's kind of early on, but I guess this is kind of the way it's laid out. IMX will be the NFT marketplace itself for trading NFTs, and then LRC is still in play. LRC will be the way to get funds on and off the marketplace and for holding assets in a wallet. This seems like the most probable solution to what they're doing, how they're using LRC and IMX. And then there was someone else shared something else actually on our Discord here about yeah, the dollar amounts. So look at this. GME gets 150 million worth of Immutable X tokens, where it says right here. Based on 7 days trailing average price prior to partnership date, which is January 28th. From a glance, the trailing average of IMMX looks like it's somewhere in the $2.3 to $2.4 range, which would make the number of tokens awfully close to the free float. I like how you think. Did the math. 56,209,850 tokens to GME. Current free float is 62 million. So pretty close to the actual float, which is it's kind of people figure out ways to get hyped. I think that's cool. I mean, yeah, who knows? We'll see. That is exciting, but it's not. I mean, it's not huge news. It's a cool partnership. It's not like they released their platform or their marketplace, but I think that is coming, and I think RC can buy his shares. I think he's able to buy them on the 9th. The earliest is the 9th. We'll see if we get anything from that. But yeah, Facebook took a huge dump. Citadel was long on Facebook. They lost a lot on that. Some speculation, and I think it could be true, was the aggressive shorting we saw in GameStop yesterday in the last hour. Could have been, because this wasn't in the SPY, this wasn't anywhere else. It was really mostly just GameStop. That could have been because they knew the Facebook earnings was going to dump it, and to try and equal out their margin, they tried to get GameStop really low before they lost all this margin to the Facebook dumping on their long position. And that seems somewhat plausible because this was definitely a coordinated short attack. Didn't have momentum of any bit of the market, and then sure enough, after hours, Facebook had his worst earnings ever, and I think probably the worst ever in the stock market as far as money moving out in a single day. That's a huge amount. So yeah. And SPY today gapped down like 1.5% just from Facebook, and it's now just starting to sell off. We've got 50 minutes left. This is power hour, and it's over 2% down. So we'll go over the plays. I got a lot of plays, but let me show you. So GameStop still looks good to me. We're still in this consolidation trough zone, I'd say. Nothing on that has changed. When I say we could rip it any moment, I think we could, but if we're following the pattern, it will be at least until next week, where we see probably upward kind of movement, the final dip. So we'll probably retest maybe 93, 90. We'll see. Probably retest one of those, just like we did back here. Boom right here, and then boom right here. I think we're kind of in this zone. I think we're mirroring this zone much more, and I think we're right about here. So actually maybe even a little further, because if you just look at like even bullish MACD days, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's right there. Just kind of a consolidation and then a retest before a rip. So this line I have here is historically the earliest that we would start to have an upward trend, and then before, historically it's been 1 or 2 days after this and then a rip. But this kind of signifies the final dip and the final retest, and that is for 2.7. So yeah, that's on Monday. So we'll see. Tuesdays have historically been big for GameStop. End of month has, as well as into the new month, that it's even carried over. It is a new month, and we do have a Tuesday coming up. So yeah, I'm bullish as ever. And with how the market's setting up right now, it's actually very interesting because the market seems like it wants to kind of crash again. And that could be very interesting. That could be a full inverse. If there's also just weight from the market crashing and GME going up, it will exaggerate it and accelerate it. GME squeeze as well as the market crashing, because they'll feed off each other if that is to take place soon. At any rate, though, I think even if the market is kind of unsettled and coming down, if it's not fully crashing, or either way, I think GameStop is still going to have to do its run regardless. And if it's aggressive enough, we know it will start liquidating short positions as well as long positions, which will in turn tank the market. Okay. I did a lot today, kind of. So yeah, I did open up Facebook plays yesterday, bearish. So a lot of the big tech stuff that hasn't come down yet, mega caps. Amazon is next, hopefully that comes down. This one I got max gain on it. It was like 1200 or something, 1300. Closed it out for max gain this morning. It was a debit spread. I opened up Activision. This one I'm not too sure on. The market maker's not pricing in a huge amount. This is for after close. The reason they're not pricing in a huge amount, though, I think, shout out to Don, is because of their because Microsoft's buying them and at a certain price. I think it's like 86 or something. I don't know the number, but they're buying them at a certain price, so they're not expecting it to move much off earnings since it's going to go up to that point, that dollar amount at the merger. So I'm not sure. Here's my play for it. It's low risk, high reward, low probability. 0.01% market maker gives me, but I don't know. I think it's higher than that. 75. If Activision comes down to 75, that'd be max gain on it. So market maker's only pricing in like a 1.5% move. It's the smallest move they've priced in on Activision for a long time. I think like a year, and that's got to be because of the acquisition by Microsoft. I shared it in here. So Amazon's expecting a big move. I didn't get into Amazon or Snap yet just because market maker has a big move. But look at this. So this Activision, it's expecting current implied move is 1.4%. It's super low. So I was like, oh, all the money's coming out, especially of anything that has a high PE ratio. So maybe this will come down. But then I remembered about Microsoft, or learned about it, I guess, from Dawn. Who knows? But this one might, I mean, it's already up 71%. It's hard not to just close it, but I'm going to hold it. It's a small play. I also have pins, another just growth. Probably, I don't even know their numbers, but I feel like a lot of the tech and growth is just going to continue to get wrecked. Google did well, but that's, I think, for other reasons. I opened up a Tesla bearish play, just seeing the market and thinking, I think this bounce might be over. I want exposure to Tesla because I think it's still been held up a lot on its way down. I closed out of the hood bullish plays. Some of them, most of them, made money on those. Opened up a bearish Rivian play. Here's good stuff I closed again. So here's my pins. These are just 1 day. I usually don't do 1 days, even with earnings. I usually give it at least a week or 2 weeks for the play to play out, but they're small amounts, so I just did 1 day and then a small amount on both Activision and pins. I might get Amazon and Snap before close. I'll have to take a look. My Google play isn't working out very well. It's not behaving like Tesla did, given the market. The market, when Tesla did its split or announced it, was different. Tesla also trades different. So Google play might be a dud, especially if the market has a lot of weight coming down. So I'll probably close that, but I might leave it just as a hedge to the upside since I flipped a lot of bearishness today. Yeah, I'm waiting on GME to open up more bullish positions. We've got stuff expiring tomorrow to hopefully work, and some of it probably won't. But I'm waiting for that retest and this pattern to play out, and I think it's probably, I don't know, it's definitely a few days still. But I have exposure if it happens at any time. Hood, Microsoft. Yeah, that one's dead. Yeah, that's what I got. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on Discord. Have a good evening. Peace out.